Hello, this is Fear Dragon coming at you with another StarCraft 2 netcast. Today we have a Protoss versus Protoss. This is going to be game number 2 between Team France and Team Slayers. If you don't know what I'm talking about from the HP Trophy number 2, go ahead and check out game number 1. The annotation will be somewhere below. But in the meanwhile, let's go ahead and get this game started and introduce these players. Spawning up here in the top left-hand corner of Ohana, we have the red Protoss player, and he's going to be representing Team Slayers. His name is SlayerSArthur, and he recently defeated Liquid Taja in the NASL for qualifying for Season 4. So he's a very strong Protoss player, and I'm really curious to see what he's going to have in store for us this game. And you have to remember that in the bottom right-hand corner of Ohana, we have the pink Protoss player, and she is actually the French Protoss player, teamed up with someone from Team Millennium, is currently up 1-0 in this best of 5 series. She is currently leading in the series. We're going to have to see what she's going to end up doing, as she does have one game to throw away with her ally to just try and do something crazy. We're going to have to wait and see if she's going to opt to do that. Her name is LoveGeek, playing under the alias of Yogo, because that's her partner, and I'm pretty sure she just didn't have an account on this. Oh my god, and there we actually do see, holy crap, there was in fact a pylon going down from LoveGeek, and we do actually see that crazy play of trying to get up that proxy gateway in the main of SlayerSArthur, but SlayerSArthur too good for that, noticing it right away and actually able to pull a bunch of probes to try and do as much damage as possible. Now we do see a pylon going down from LoveGeek, so probably just keeping this gateway up until the last second to force the cancel, or sorry, to force these probes to be pulled. And there we do end up seeing, yes, there is the cancel, and that's actually going to put LoveGeek quite a bit behind. Oh no, having all of that discovered does actually mean that you're going to be so far behind. Think about this. Your gateway is going to be just basically starting around the time that your opponent's gateway is finished, and their zealot is going to be popping out in just a second. Now look at where the zealot is actually rallied straight over to LoveGeek's main. So that means that that zealot is going to be putting on a ton of pressure, and we're going to have to wait and see if LoveGeek can handle that kind of pressure. Now again, you do have to remember, LoveGeek, even though she is a very strong Protoss player, I'm not entirely sure that she's going to be up to par for the micro that SlayerSArthur is going to be capable of. And we're going to have to wait and see. There's only one way to find out. We do see a very quick second gas being taken from LoveGeek. It might be looking to do that, some kind of Dark Templar transition or something of the sort. We do actually end up seeing that Cybernetics core going down. Oh my god, this is exactly what I'm talking about. We're seeing the Cybernetics core going down after Arthur's Cybernetics core is about to finish. This is going to be very difficult. We do actually see that Zealot being chrono boosted out, but not before SlayerSArthur's Zealot actually already makes it into the main of LoveGeek. And now we're going to have to see how much of damage can SlayerSArthur do with this one Zealot before that other Zealot pops. We do actually see one probe goes down, 2 probes are going to go down. Oh my god, that's actually already a huge loss, as we can already see that LoveGeek is already behind 1 probe, and now behind by 2 probes. Even if there is continuous probe production, as we do end up seeing, Arthur is just going to likely 4-gate from this point on, as he's going to feel pretty comfortable knowing that he's done some economic damage. He knows that his opponent's warp gate technology is going to be behind, and everything is going in SlayerSArthur's favor. And now we actually end up seeing this. It looks like the Zealot's just going to be kind of a sacrifice at this point, try and do as much damage as possible, maybe try and get 1 additional probe kill, as having all those early additional probe kills will mean that your opponent's 4-gate or ability to defend against a 4-gate is going to die out a little bit earlier than, say, your 4-gate. And we do end up seeing actually even a great job really getting a good scout off to see exactly what's going on. In the meanwhile, there we do end up seeing, yep, 4 gateways, just as I predicted. As you know, that's honestly just the best way you can follow up when you see that your opponent has done something like that. We do end up seeing a proxy pylon going down over there, right outside of, oh, actually this is a really interesting position, as now we can already see that this pylon over here is going to have high ground vision with these 2 additional pylons. Now we do see 1 stalker out. It's going to be trying to do a little bit of damage to that sentry, maybe was trying to bait out that force field, but is not actually going to end up doing it, as looks like LoveGeek is going to feel comfortable just trying to keep that sentry alive and use these 2 zealots to pick out that stalker. But he has to be very, very careful. Maybe, oh my god, actually, now this with a warp in, it's going to be very, very difficult, as look at this. Oh my god, LoveGeek's warp gate technology is not finished up. Not even the gateways have finished up. Oh my god, that's actually a robotics tool. It's going to take even longer for an immortal to come out. Oh man, this is going to be such a difficult position. We see the probes actually getting pulled, and now the probes trying to be a micro against the stalkers and trying to get some kind of surround on them, but I don't think it's going to work. So many of the probes are getting lost. Let's just go ahead and take a look. Oh my god, 10 workers killed now. And yeah, that's definitely going to spell game for LoveGeek at this point. I think the series is going to be tied up very, very soon. LoveGeek maybe just trying to decide what to do in the next game or what to tell her partner. And there's going to be the GG. So a very, very quick game number 2 as we saw that attempted proxy over in SlayerSArthur's base, but SlayerSArthur a bit too good for that. Gonna go ahead and just push in with the 4-gate and that not very fast zealot, but fast in relation to how delayed the first zealot out was for LoveGeek, and that's pretty much going to spell the end of game number 1. So game number 2. So it does tie up the series 1-1. Let's go ahead and jump into game number 3 and see who's going to win that. I'll see you guys there.